What's the funniest way someone has tried to turn their life around? My roommate Tyler decided he was going to completely transform his life after his girlfriend dumped him for being a lazy slob. But instead of doing normal things like exercising or getting a job, Tyler went completely off the deep end with self-improvement. It started when he bought this book called Become Your Best Self in 30 Days at a garage sale for 50 cents. This thing was written in the 1980s and had the cheesiest advice you've ever seen, but Tyler treated it like it was the Bible. Day 1, the book said to greet each morning with enthusiasm and purpose. So Tyler started waking up at 5 a.m. every single day, throwing open his bedroom window and shouting, "Good morning, world! Today is going to be amazing!" at the top of his lungs. Our neighbors were not impressed. Mrs. Peterson from next door came over after 3 days and asked if Tyler was having some kind of mental breakdown. Day 2 is about dressing for the success you want to achieve. Tyler decided he wanted to be a business executive, so he started wearing a full 3-piece suit everywhere. And I mean everywhere. To the grocery store, to the laundromat, to pick up pizza. He even wore it to bed because the book said successful people are always ready for opportunity. He looked ridiculous walking around our crappy apartment complex in a navy blue suit and tie, carrying a briefcase that was completely empty except for a peanut butter sandwich. Day 5 was about networking and making connections. Tyler interpreted this as talking to literally every person he encountered throughout the day. The mailman, random people at bus stops, cashiers at fast food restaurants. He'd walk up to complete strangers and say, "Hello there, I'm Tyler, and I'm transforming my life. What's your success story?" People thought he was either selling something or completely insane. Several people crossed the street to avoid him. The book also said to eliminate negative influences, so Tyler threw away his Xbox, canceled his Netflix subscription, and got rid of all his junk food. But then he replaced all of it with even weirder stuff. He bought a meditation gong that he'd ring every hour to center his energy. He started doing yoga poses in our living room while chanting what he claimed were ancient Sanskrit phrases but were actually just random sounds he made up. The worst part was the motivational affirmations. Tyler would stand in front of the bathroom mirror every morning for 20 minutes pointing at himself and shouting things like, "You are a champion, you are unstoppable, you are the CEO of your own destiny." Our downstairs neighbors started banging on the ceiling because Tyler's daily affirmation session was so loud. Week 2, the book talked about expanding your mind through new experiences. Tyler decided this meant he needed to become an expert at everything. He signed up for salsa dancing lessons, pottery classes, French cooking courses, and beginner's karate all in the same week. He couldn't afford any of these things, so he kept showing up to free trial classes at different places around town. He'd go to one yoga studio on Monday, a different one on Tuesday, a third one on Wednesday. Eventually, all the instructors started recognizing him and kicking him out. The karate thing was especially bad. Tyler watched one YouTube video about martial arts and decided he was ready to defend himself against any threat. He started doing these elaborate ninja moves in our apartment, kicking at imaginary attackers and making whooshing sound effects with his mouth. He accidentally kicked a hole in our drywall trying to demonstrate a devastating roundhouse kick to impress our pizza delivery guy. Week 3 was about building wealth and financial independence. Tyler's brilliant plan was to start 17 different side businesses at once. He was selling homemade candles, offering dog walking services, trying to become a freelance life coach, and attempting to flip garage sale items on eBay. His bedroom looked like a weird flea market. He had boxes of random stuff everywhere, half-melted candles covering every surface, and a whiteboard covered in incomprehensible business plans that made no sense. He made a total of $12 in 3 weeks, and that was only because someone felt sorry for him and bought one of his terrible candles. The final week was about maintaining your new lifestyle permanently. Tyler decided the best way to do this was to document everything he did and post it on social media as inspiration for others. He started making these incredibly cringe videos where he'd film himself doing his morning affirmations, showing off his suit collection, and giving life advice to his phone camera. He posted like 15 videos a day and had 0 followers except for his mom and his ex-girlfriend, who was probably watching just to laugh at him. The whole thing fell apart when Tyler tried to impress a girl at Starbucks by ordering his coffee in French, doing a yoga pose while waiting, and then loudly declaring that he was living his best life as a successful entrepreneur. The girl recorded the whole thing and posted it online. Tyler became a minor meme for about a week as Suit Guy and was completely mortified. He quit the whole transformation thing immediately, threw away the book, and went back to wearing normal clothes. But he kept the meditation gong because he actually kind of liked it. 6 months later, his ex-girlfriend came back because she thought his whole breakdown was actually kind of endearing. They're married now and Tyler still does his morning affirmations but quietly and without the suit.